So, like I said, I promised you a guest, guys. Please welcome to the show, Mr. Terrell Cooper. What's up, Terrell?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right,
Um,
man.
oh man, it's a wonderful day today. I think my Chargers won the game today. I'm not sure. It was like 24-8 last time I saw the score. But this is our fourth win of the season, so that's like all I asked for this Christmas was a Charger win, and I think I got that. So
Santa
I'm
heard
good.
your calls, huh?
Yes, yes. It's like this the one year out of the 28 that I've the one year out of the 27 that I've lived in this world. This is the one time he's actually heard my birthday call or my Christmas call.
Well, that's a real sad story, man. I think that's worse than Tiny Tim right there, man.
Yeah, listen, they need to make a legend out of me, man. The legend of young little Nick Cooper, that with a heart of gold, with a heart of gold, but a gift wrapped in coal.
It's definitely good to hear your voice, man. Finally get a chance to talk to you, man. We've been talking over social media for about a year now. I met you on Google Plus, for those that don't know,
Yes,
and yeah, I think it's a good thing, man. It's really good for us to connect this way. It's really good to hear your voice. I gravitated towards you because I seen a video you had posted. It was funny when you posted the video. You're like, check out my video, and I kept trying to get it, and it was on like some site Vimeo or something like that. And
why was it so hard to get my video? It was just
because you were on YouTube, and instead of posting a YouTube video, you post some Vimeo video or something. And I was like, yo,
oh my god,
I was like,
yeah.
and I was like, yo, I
Like you
can't
might
get
as
it.
well just get towards the norms right now. Like you just getting out of control with that. I don't understand why people even do that. Like that always throws me off when it's
What?
like a Vimeo video, like a Vivo video. Like that's as far as it goes because like a Vivo video kind of throws me off. It's like not what I'm used to. But it has like if it's YouTube, I can accept that.
Yeah,
Vivo is a little bit too much.
yeah. And so,
Vimeo, like you're just doing too much. You're just trying too hard.
and so yeah, so I checked the video. I was like, oh, this dude, that guy to stand up. So I was checking it out, and it was pretty good, man. And then we became friends. And then I noticed that you do a lot more than just that, man. You're a comedian, actor.
And I'm just trying to make people laugh. That's all it is. I'm just trying to make people laugh. My ultimate goal is just you get different types of laughs. I want different types of laughs. So like I
Mm,
want for the comedy, everybody's got that casual ha ha ha,
mm.
and then but for acting, I want the like artistic laughs like ha 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 ha. Ha. I want that. And then when it comes to rap, I want it to be like a cool laugh, so people laugh like.
All right, I hear
So
that.
any possible laugh that any people could get, I just want that.
All right, well, you're getting it, man. You're getting it. I saw your comedy. I saw your acting. You got some funny skits on your website too, man. Yeah, I checked you out. I like
It,
that one.
it, it really helps. That's because like was the very idea. It came from a combination of Donald Glover, the rapper, or he's Childish Gambino.
Yeah, yep.
Yep. So it was like a combination of him
Mm-hmm.
and then Google. Google's really the big one because like if you notice like everything that Google really does, and I hope I get paid for this one. Everything that Google does, like they have Gmail, they have you know Google Maps, all that stuff. It's all based on how they get more information about you.
Mm-hmm.
So in the end, you then they turn that over to advertisers, and some people get upset about that, but that's here nor there. The thing about it is, do you understand how they work the game, which is they put all these different aspects and they work it into one big process or like one simple subject. It's like that's kind of like the same thing I wanted to do with comedy is just do these different aspects because you can make anything really funny, but most what's the most eye-catching type of entertainment right now?
Mm-hmm.
That's rap, that's acting, obviously stand-up, and then I whatever whatever just seems plausible at the moment. So that's kind of what I've been trying to do. And so the thought process is that the more stuff I do that's beyond stand up that is revolved around comedy, that'll
Yep.
just make my comedy better overall with whatever I'm doing. And it works because, it's just like there's always different aspects. Like if you notice a lot of comedians,
Mm-hmm.
they're really good actors. Like the ones that are really good, they're really good actors. Like you don't sleep on somebody like a Jim Carrey or uh, gosh, who's I forget. I'm terrible. What's his name? He was in Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Uh, yeah. He's a genie. I'm really
Uh,
bad with his name.
yeah, me too.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Oh man.
But I get your point though. I get your
Yeah,
point
yeah.
though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Interesting, interesting. Mm-hmm.
So it definitely comes out to like once those you have those different aspects, like you become a better actor, you get more
Mm-hmm.
experience in acting.
Mm-hmm.
That also revolves around making your stand up better.
Mm-hmm.
And with the stand up and acting experience, that makes my music better because my music is basically comedy rap.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's all just tied around making sure that it's funny. And then, it's starting to work out.
Would you?
I'm gonna get.
What did you start first? Where did you start? Comedy,
Uh,
rap.
uh, I guess you would say that you started as a stand-up comedian.
Yep.
I had this thought process the other day about what a person's essence is in terms of what they, like their job application or just their, just like what they do in life. And most of the time it revolves around their true essence. And I think for, the people that are comedians or the people that are in entertainment, they want to be the ones that, are always showing out. So like when I was younger, like I was always doing that, like I was always trying to get attention. And that probably was because, like I grew up as an only child. So, you want that attention somehow. And so you figure out ways to get that. And I think that just watching the people that were getting that is what attracted me to being a comedian. Like one of my favorite thoughts or one of my favorite jokes I like to tell people is, it's not like fleshed out yet, but the whole thought process of, I hate when somebody asks me to watch their stuff for them. And like, because I know that's not what they're really asking me. What they're asking me is if they have permission to punch me in the face if it goes missing. Right?
Yeah. Okay, you need better friends, but yeah.
They're trying to get permission to take it out on somebody if their stuff goes missing. And so just like having, I never really understood it. Like having him said like, oh yeah, as a comedian, you have to have like you have to have some sort of dark past, but it comes with that. I think it's just having a cynical mindset. I'm sure that we've all had it. That's why I do comedy, is because, yeah, sure, we have those bad thoughts about each other, but at the same time, it lets you know that we all have those same kind of thoughts, that we're all not perfect. We're all not, these PC people that walk around. Yeah. We all have that little bit of darkness in there.
You're going deep. So let me ask you a question, though.
Yeah.
You're getting very deep. So do you think there's a responsibility as a American African, as you put it? You switched those two terms. Was there a reason why? Because I'm sure you thought about it. You went to say African American, but then you switched it and said American African. Is there?
Like I said, that's why I like comedians. They're very observant. That's yes, American African, because I was born here, but I have African descent. I had somebody that I knew. He's an African American. He was born in Africa, but he moved here to America.
Yep.
And it's just like a little small detail. Like it's really, if we want to get into any technicalities, but when it comes to what you believe, when it comes to anything that you really believe, we're black anyways. Because if you believe that we all came from one person, like from two people in the Garden of Eden, which is supposedly in Africa, then we're all black. And if you think that we were born from, some moss of, gloop, and then like we evolved, we were still born in Africa.
So, right. But so Jesus was born though. Do you feel like as an African American or American African comedian, is there a responsibility?
I think, there is, because regardless of, how you come across, like how you do your stand-up, eventually people are going to want that from you, simply because being a black entertainer is something that's is a niche. Mm-hmm. It's to even like a black comedian, like that's still like a niche when it comes to like widespread entertainment, like in movies and stuff like that. Like you always hear about how certain movie or certain actors only get like certain African American actors only get like certain certain amounts of screen time. You'll either get like a Denzel or a Samuel or whatever, and it's I think it's a thing of familiarity. When it comes to these directors and like the people that are working around these directors that have like the money that towards these directors, is about who they want to see. Like if you look at I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Last Airbender.
I'm familiar with it.
Okay, so the movie The Last Airbender, we're not yet. It's about, it was based off of a cartoon, and the cartoon was based off of these people that they look Asian, but the director was M. Night Shyamalan. So he had a group of these people that weren't meant to be Indian. He made these people Indian, like they were supposed to be Asian, but he made them Indian, And that's I'm thinking that's because he was just putting his own people on, and that just lets you know that that there's just not there's still some acceptance that needs to be had for an African American, and
So,
so they it's really your choice. Like you have to,
mhm,
if you want to truly be represented, or
mhm.
if you truly want to get somewhere, I think that you have to at least acknowledge that and try to work that into a positive light for yourself.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I do. But that's why I'm so happy that we're in a time where we do have the technology to be able to do this, especially as comedians, right? We didn't have this technology, years ago, and you kind of did need to sit and wait and maybe be discovered and have someone put you on. I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I mean
but not today.
it's like I'll say like this, like how far will something like this take? That's what makes me wonder, like how far like would I have to go like online before I know that I'm truly successful? Like how many hits do I need on YouTube? Or like I can sell stuff. I can sell like shirts and stuff. Like I'm trying to figure out like when is that moment where I realize that I made it, or that I realize that I'm on. For most people, it's like a record deal. For most people, it's going on tour with somebody, or
Mm-hmm.
getting a major getting a major stand-up set
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's when you say like, yeah, this technology is is definitely something that's great for us. It is. It's just kind of intriguing just to see where the true success comes from. I think Dane Cook, somebody was talking to Dane Cook about what he thought about like the new like Vine stars and YouTube stars. He's like, yeah, he's all for it because
Mm-hmm.
eventually, that's what people are going to go to. And if he wins an Academy Award for or somebody wins an Academy Award for a cat video or something like that, then they deserve it because that's where all the attention's at. And so I think I don't know, it's definitely a great thing to have this technology. It's just up to the people of our generation right now to look into, or to figure out what is really worth it when it comes to taking an opportunity. Because I don't think this is for everybody. I don't think going online is for everybody. Some people may specifically be just stand-ups,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just about like what you feel comfortable with doing. I'm not saying like everybody should be online.
Oh man, before we get out of here, you got the radio show Hanging with Mr. Cooper, which I listen to.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
good
just
show,
a
man.
radio show.
Mm-hmm.
My main thing, like my thing I like to say is like I have a passion for passion, and I think that it really inspires me. And you see somebody that's dedicated to something, and they want to get something accomplished. It motivates you to want to do that because you're sitting around just kind of going around in the haze, and then somebody comes along that has like this fire to them, and that attracts me. And so like I try to bring people on my show that have that. It's Mondays 2 to 4 p.m. Uh, I'm
PST,
trying
right?
to do videos. What's that?
Pacific time.
Yeah, Pacific time. I do got videos on YouTube. The first one I had was like an hour and 41 minutes long, but the second one should be a little bit shorter, more for like YouTube viewing habits.
Yeah,
But
2 minutes.
it's 2 minutes. Yeah, this should be like little. It's gonna get shorter and shorter. So like the videos are like a second. You'll be like too long. Too
Yeah,
long.
the attention span is just horrible. But yeah.
Well, speaking of that, when it comes to comedians, I wanted to ask you like, how do you? I mean, it's kind of off topic, but I'll get back
Yeah.
on topic in a
Go ahead.
second here. What do you think about hecklers?
What do I think about hecklers?
Yeah, like how do you react to hecklers? Like how does what's your situation been with hecklers, and how have you dealt with them?
I think there are two types of hecklers. I think
Yeah,
a lot of times a heckler, and I guess I would even call them a heckler, but there's some situations when they're light, having fun, and they're enjoying themselves, it can add to the show.
yeah,
Like when someone kind of speaks up, and I I've seen it where it's just been good, and a lot of times after the show, you go up to a guy, he'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was just trying." He'll be like, "No, no, it was cool, it was cool, it was fun, we had fun." So I see hecklers
yeah.
like that; they're a good thing. But then there's those guys that are just that their goal is to be malicious about it. You know what I mean? That really
To
try to
take
interrupt.
you down.
That's what they're drunk and they want to do that. So that's something totally different. I think that's a problem. Obviously, when you're able to, as a comedian, come up with something really snappy and put them down, and you look like you come off like a hero, and everybody's like, yeah, yeah, go away, guy. I think it could be good, but I I
You don't
think
want to come
it's
off like Kramer. You know what I do?
right, right,
Oh
right.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
you
Oh my
definitely can't.
gosh.
You definitely can't have them send you. But I mean, it can happen, man. It can happen. I've had a heckler or a guy that tried to be a jerk, but he ended up getting
Oh, they
the
kicked
short
him
end of the
out.
stick. Nah, but I kind of made him look stupid.
Oh, okay.
Luckily, because it could go either way, right?
That's the death match. That's what I think is just kind of exciting. Is like that's the true, that's the true essence of a comedian, is to kind of just like snap, boom, come with the joke. It's like for a rapper, for an actor, anybody, like to simply improvise. Like how like they have the tear. Like when Denzel did the tear from when he did the tear in Glory.
Yes.
That was him. That was his heckler moment. When he was on the spot, he had to be like, okay, let's see some serious acting right now, Denzel. Bam, tear, boom, down, pro, like nothing. And then like a battle rapper or like a rapper, when they have to deal with another rapper and they battle them, that's the same thing. It's like, so it's for us. We have to really be ready to attack comedy on all different angles, because it's easy to make fun of yourself. And it's easy to make jokes about, the birds and the bees, but what happens when somebody's there and you have to put them in your place? That's like, I almost feel like that's a lost art in a way, just because we're never ready for that.
All right, interesting. Yeah, okay. Let me know how that goes for you next time.
I tried to get a heckler one time, because I kind of worked it just ended up being a dead joke. But basically, I was talking about how I knew the secret racist word for white people, basically calling them racist. That was the word that would offend them, because white, as soon as you mention to a white person that they're racist, they just start pulling the offensive. And so I was waiting for that, but I didn't get anything. I'm looking for it one of these days, man. I'm looking for somebody to give me something.
There is no word.
There is no word, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna find it. That is my glory. That is my Indiana Jones, journey in life, is to find that word, that that white hot button.
Yeah, that one button is, you're not really white, right?
He's lying. He's lying. Please, get your hands off of me.
Check my birth certificate. Other than that, I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. Your boy George Jefferson, he had something, but no one really gets offended.
What's
with
that?
Your boy George Jefferson, he had something. He used to say honky, but that don't really. That don't there was one comedian that, he was a white guy. He was saying that, he was like, you come up with all these words for white guys, but that don't bother us. He's like, call us honky. So what? It was kind of funny. I forgot who it was, but he was on that. He was on that topic. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. Like maybe one day, one day we'll get to look at these words that are out now, that are hot buttons, and we'll be able to laugh at them all together. That's the whole goal. Like I'll end it with that. Like that's what got me really into. That's one of the biggest things that got me into comedy, is because you really have to listen to like what people tell you about yourself when it comes to the things you do. So you can say like what you're naturally good at out in the wild, and what people observe about you. And what people have told me, like what an ex-girlfriend told me, is like, I know how to bring people together. And somebody else told me, like, you know how to make people feel good about themselves. And I think like that's one of the best things about comedy, is that you can, you have that ability to bring people together through laughter, because it's infectious. One person laughs, you might not even know what the other person's laughing about, but you start putting up a smile on your face, and it makes you feel good, because you're all sharing that same thing together. So that's, like there's all these different lessons that you can learn the more you delve into. Once you delve into a passion or a career, like you find that. That's why I say I have a passion for passion, because you really become a genius when it comes to your craft, the more you learn about it.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that you said your ex-girlfriend said you know how to bring people together, being that she's your ex. But yeah, I'm feeling you though. I feel you. Yeah.
I was like, little do you know. I'm about
to bring myself together with.
I can bring people apart just as good, baby.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, so you right before we go, you were saying the radio show Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Oh yeah. To anybody watching, thank you. Watch Dale's other videos. They're very funny dude, man. Thank you for having me on the show. If anybody you want to check on any of my stuff, go to www.terrellcooper.com. If you go on the desktop version, because I know everybody's on their cell phone, so if you're on your cell phone, go to the desktop version, and then you'll see my Facebook, my Twitter, anything that you're on besides Tumblr, because nobody's ever on Tumblr. Anything besides that, be sure to click on that, and you'll even on the website there's links to my videos, and just keep listening to comedy. Thank you for everything.
Oh, that's great, man. Definitely, guys, check out Terrell Cooper. Very funny guy. As you can see, very thoughtful guy, hardworking guy. Really, really good person. I'm really glad you took the time out, man, to come and join us all the way from San Diego, man. This is great. Guys, check out
Sounds good.
episodes. Check out episodes 3, 2, and 1 if you haven't. They are great shows. Thank you for watching this show, and we'll see you again next time. This is What the Deal Dale. I'm Dale Cover. Terrell Cooper. Peace.
Wait, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Freestyle is on the top of the dome. It's not a freestyle if you have written lyrics. It's on the top of the dome, off the head. That's all. Sorry, I had to say that.
Did you just freestyle that comment? Because where did that come? That's like this. Peace.